Hey guys, what's going on? John Haddock here from Think About Comics, joined by...
We're there.
Alright guys, today we're going to be talking about Spawn 304 from Image Comics by Todd McFarlane, Jason Alexander. What'd you think?
Loved it. Beast mode. Hey, the boy. Okay, so it started a little slow, and the dialogue was a little...
Started a little slow.
Between the shootout, I was like,
You open with like
they was on the
active shooter incident.
It was an active shooter incident, but it wasn't Spawn active shooter, okay? If it's two guys and they just shooting up the block, hey, it's like, okay, this is what we know. But Spawn's side of the house, he was like having an argument, that was the next joke. So, this was, hey... the Vatican putting a hit out on somebody trying to get the kid, and, here we go. We shoot up the mall, My thing was, I enjoyed it because Spawn, you got to see the development between him and the little Spawn. What her name? Hell Spawn, whatever she is. They argued.
Spawn.
Yeah, and then his friend, to be doing work.
The tech guy.
Yeah, tech. Yo, he all in his feelings, you know what I'm saying? He trying to help Spawn as much as he can, but then in the back of his mind, he like, does Spawn really like me? He's like, does he really care about me? I'm like, this dude in his feelings. He could end up dead just like that. They dealing with demons, man. Come on.
And Forces of Heaven, too.
Yeah. Hey. The force of heaven, at least I know they just gonna straight kill me. Them demons, they something else. Yo, I don't know about them. They can make me a hellspawn.
What else? Anything else on the book that you like?
Of course, the way the Vatican had my man down in the basement. Superior Spawn with a medieval Spawn. He looked all crazy down there, all jacked up. Looked like he been doing push-ups the whole time down there. He been down there for years.
Yeah.
But that was awesome. And then, just understanding that, Spawn knew that he broke those pieces off because he thought he was going to kill himself. Or not kill himself, but, end it. And it didn't happen. So, when you make that suicide run and it don't work, now you like, ooh. Now you got to deal with the repercussions. So it was an in-depth issue on that point.
Yeah. I'm a huge Spawn fan. So, it's hard for me, it's hard for me to talk bad about the character because I think there's so much you can do with him. He has a cool look. His powers are, pretty much endless.
Yes.
He's like a top tier, when it comes to power character.
Yeah.
The problem that I always had with Spawn, and it's even with a lot of Frank Miller stuff, is they try to incorporate current events into the stories, and it just feels it feels very forced. Okay. And I think in today's climate with the active shooters and stuff like that, I don't need to see people that have nothing to do with the story get mowed down, that they're not coming back at all. They're just there. Their death just serves the purpose of showing that, hey, these guys are bad guys. We knew that these cats were already bad when they're, they got a medieval Spawn locked in the basement. Yeah. They got the world around their fingers, and Spawn's exposing them. I didn't need that whole effect on, and just the fact that they did it in front of a Christmas tree and that. I think they really pushed the envelope too much with that. Really? And I don't think it was really needed. I think you could have had maybe a little bit of collateral damage, but not in the detail and the severity that it was in that book. It was kind of a little not cringy, but it was an uneasy read for those first couple pages for me. And then you go into the news stuff, and it kind of tries to make it feel real with the CNN, Fox News spinoff people. Yeah. And then once you get through that, I really like the dynamic of this team Spawn that he's trying to do.
Yeah.
I see it turning into a fact where he's in the command center, and they get a beacon to go here, and they pick up this guy who has this piece and this guy who has this piece of his suit, and they kind of try to build their team up to take on these guys. Yeah. I think if they're going in that area, that would be cool. I really hope they don't try to replace Spawn with some of these characters. I think that Al Simmons, we got him back a couple years ago. Yeah. He's been fantastic. He's a strong character. I really like reading about him. The fact that they're bringing back medieval Spawn, there was a big rumor that we were going to see a new villain. Not really. We didn't really get a new first appearance, but the fact that he just looks so damn cool.
Yeah, he do.
And he do. Like that last shot, you know, when you see him with the sword and the armor, and he just he looks like that badass dude. Like he's the dude you don't want to mess with.
Yeah.
And I think if they do it right and we get a badass fight, like I want to see action like it's been in the past ones where he fought the clown and stuff and blew up the whole site. They need to continue that action.
Okay.
I definitely would like to see maybe more one-shots and stuff with this character. Try to rebuild that image universe that they once had. I think that you can kind of do it since you got the She-Spawn.
Yeah.
You kind of brought back some of those older villains. You know, what are these characters up to?
Yeah.
I would definitely like to see the image universe get rebuilt, but in a non crazy way where we got like Wildcat, Cyberforce, all these bum ass characters. But really focus on some like constructive people.
All right.
And build maybe a team of just, hey, look, She-Devil, I think not She-Devil, She-Spawn needs to get her own series, I think.
Okay.
I think Jessica Priest is a pretty cool character. She's got a lot of history with Spawn. Give her own character, see where it goes. I would love to see that.
Okay.
Especially since Image has lost Angela to Marvel.
Yes.
I think she could be that void.
Okay. You know what I think? I think, because I'm a continuity guy, all them war issues that he had in the past need to come on back in.
Yeah, I definitely like the Saint Moore storyline.
I need all that bad stuff he was doing back in the day to come on, resurface. That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
I want to see that. I want to see a couple of his old partners turn into spawns. And then they go after him.
That would be cool. Like maybe Chapel comes back and all that other stuff.
Would that be awesome? I'm just saying. They had a whole cast of dudes that was doing a whole lot of dirt back in the day. I'm just saying.
You know what I like really about Spawn, and I think they're slowly getting back to that, is Spawn has all of these high ability powers, right? But he focuses on what he knows, the tactics, the big-ass guns, the ammo, infinite pouches,
You gotta have
He's got all these powers, and he's not using them, and he's still whipping your ass.
Hey.
I think that's the coolest thing about Spawn, is he has all this power. You don't really get to see him use it, and when he does use it, you're like, holy shit, he's a badass. Like, where'd this come from? It makes it feel cooler. I really like this book. This is something I'm going to keep on reading. Obviously, we're Spawn fans, so it's kind of hard for us to be like, no, this book is like that. But it's, you got anything you want to say?
Hey, no, man. I'm good, man. I love it. Keep it up.
All right, so go ahead, guys. Please give us a like, give us a subscribe, hit us up in the comments section. I mean, we do a pretty good job at getting back to you guys. Love the conversations we have. And as always, guys, support your local comic book shop. Keep reading comics, and take it easy, guys.
Peace.